It's cold.
Well, it's winter.
It is winter. It's very chilly. That's why we're inside.
Actually, it's warmer today than it has been for quite a while. So this is a warm day. That's why we went out and did firewood.
36 degrees instead of 16 degrees.
It's
Almost
like-
double.
It's summer. Feels like summer after. Yeah, but it's coming. Next week's going back down to single digits.
Oh, boy.
That's all right. It's the end of January. Got to get through February and then...
It's the middle of January. It's the 16th.
It's the 17th.
Oh.
So what are we doing here? What's the point
So
of
we're
this?
talking about goals. Our goals for this coming year.
We don't make goals. We barely get through the day, but let's make damn goals.
I think goals are good. I'm not talking about New Year's resolutions. I'm just talking about maybe goals that we have.
The New Year
for
doesn't
this
even
upcoming
start
year.
till spring. That's another crazy thing.
That's why I said we don't do
government
New
does.
Year's resolutions.
Well, it seems that we've kind of been following a trend here where the first year was just essentials, right? Water, making sure we have, power, things like that. Year 2 was kind of getting things a little bit more streamlined. And it seems that this year is going to be much more along the lines of not ease of access, but
Homesteading. which is-
homesteading.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fixing broken things.
Fixing well, that.
Well, if you'd quit buying broken things.
Well, if we had more money, we could buy new stuff.
That's true. Like the video, guys.
Yeah.
Share with your friends. We need to buy new things. You guys would have less content.
I'm
but-
amazed watching some of these videos, because we all watch them. I'm sure everybody watches videos, but I watch homestead videos just to see what other people are doing. And they're all got brand new stuff, like brand new laser cutting tables and brand new welders and brand new bending machines. And one guy yesterday who I've been watching for a while, I was watching him yesterday. He's, well, I can't lift this by myself, so I'm going to go get my new miniature skid loader. He's got a little manual skid loader in his shop. These guys are making tons of money on YouTube.
Are you jealous?
Yes. Very much so. I buy $3,000 digger derricks that are so rusted pieces are falling off of it. And and I'm trying to fix the roads with a chipper that I've spent 2 weeks scraping, painting, and sandblasting and fixing.
Just think of the satisfaction you're getting out of all your hard work.
Oh, I feel so good. I do enjoy it though. For the most part, I do enjoy it. So there's
You
no-
got a beautiful shop to work out.
I am very blessed to have a shop like that. Yep. So one of the things is that we have found out this year, because we didn't have it last year. Last year we weren't heating the shop, the house, and this house. We didn't have this finished last winter. We have in-floor heating in this room, and then we have a blower that blows in the rest of the little cabin. He's got, in his house, you've got in-floor heating on just the first floor, but you've got 3 floors to heat.
Yep.
And then, of course, we got the shop. The shop's set at 45 degrees, so it's not like it's super warm in there. It's nice after 9 degrees outside, but it's still... But we have found that in the boiler, we're having to get up, you are getting up right now, every 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
So twice a night you get up.
Yep.
And we find at the end of that time that boiler is desperately needing wood.
Yeah.
So
Waking up at 3 in the morning to go put on clothes and
Go out when it's
go
bitter
out
cold.
in bitter cold at 8 degrees in the pitch black dark with the snowstorms to walk out and fill the boiler and then get your eyebrows singed off.
it is beautiful though. Out
It is nice.
It is beautiful.
You can get some nights,
especially
where it's,
with when the lights are off on the houses. It's just gorgeous when
Yeah.
when it's clear out there, but and crystal clear because it's so cold. But yeah, so one of the goals we're going to have this year, we've almost decided that the way to alleviate some of this issue is to take the shop off that boiler and put its own boiler out there.
Yeah.
Because we're running, I don't know how far that is, 225 feet
Yeah.
from the boiler to, and so we're heating the ground all the way to the shop. That's a lot of heat. So we will probably end up trying to find a used boiler that I can weld or something. So we can stick it out there. I think we'll use less wood actually. It's just that we'd be filling 2 boilers. But they should last all night if we do that, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So that's one of the things. We've got, of course, I've got lots of projects going on. Want to fix all the roads with wood chips once we get the chipper done. We want to build an equipment shed I want to build an equipment shed because all the stuff I bought really needs to go into an equipment so we don't look like we live in rural West Virginia. Although we do live in rural West Virginia, but we don't want to look like it. Too bad.
Well, especially since you put all that work into painting everything.
Right.
It'd be nice
That's
to have
right.
it
Yeah.
undercover. And
For a little bit longer.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we want to build an equipment shed, and I want to build a shed for the sawmill. So, which may all be the same thing, but I don't know. So that's a goal to do this summer. We've been thinking and talking about a real barn, and I've got this vision of putting a barn in that hill.
That'd be cool.
Where the barn itself is on into the hill, and then it has upper floor where you just walk into it, kind of like at High Country Stables.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I'm dreaming about. So that's what the digger derrick is kind of for setting posts for that and for the equipment shed. So we don't have it yet, but we did buy a digger derrick. We haven't quite got it running yet to get it home.
That's right.
To work on it. Let's see what other of my plans are. We want to finish the clearing
Yeah.
that we started. We're still clearing actually right now. There's tons of little pine trees, no bigger than probably this big, smaller, that are all over the hillside between the tobacco barn and the bigger lake. And I've been pulling those out now. I've got a big pile down there. And the idea is to feed those into the chipper so that we can do the roads.
Yeah.
So we want to clear that, and then we've kind of talked about taking out all of the pine trees now, which would be a big project.
Yeah.
Next all through the summer, spring, summer, and fall. But we get that all cleared out and get those for pasture.
Yeah.
So that if we need it, we can use those for cows and goats.
Because I think we're teetering on what we want to do with animals, because the animals we have now has been kind of a test run, having 3 cows and 5 goats, which has been wonderful, but they're about to birth, both of the cows and the goats, and so we're about to have a whole lot more on our plate, and it's kind of, is this what we really want to be doing, right? Do we want to be interacting with cows and milk and dairy and all of the things that come with that, all of the pros and fencing and all of these things, which is what we've been preparing for the last 2 years.
Yep.
And it's something that we can start to lean more into as this property begins to get more of its personality, I think, more as it begins to morph into what it's going to be. Because I think it's still, we don't know what it's going to be. You never do. And so maybe we've talked about having this be more, have some kind of side project where we do lumber on the property, maybe we do animals, gardening, orchard, who knows what kind of comes from it. So
Maybe we sell all that stuff and vacation in Florida for the winter and just come up in the summer.
who knows?
You notice he said we are getting more into the animals.
He's feeding at night.
Thank you
he's
very
feeding.
much.
Yeah.
I feed, thank you very much.
Yeah, you fed twice this week, I think. Good
That's
job.
true. I've been sick as a dog this
Yep.
week.
Yep. What about you? We got the garden, right?
Got the garden. Definitely. I mean, last year the garden was awesome. Yeah, but it kind of exploded. It was a little chaotic. So I'd like to get it a little more organized this year. I've got some ideas of things I want to trellis or put into a box. And my goal really is to grow enough stuff to feed at least myself, and you guys through the winter.
Yeah, that's a really, really nice goal to be able to have.
Which means, though, that I need...
Trellises, boxes,
Well,
storage spaces.
I was thinking also of my little greenhouse, which
A greenhouse.
I can't really make that my goal since I don't know how to build it.
I got nothing else to do.
Otter goal.
And a cold storage room, right? That we can put the potatoes and sweet potatoes and onions and things in
Our
and
house.
keep them.
Our house is a cold storage unit right
Actually,
now.
under our house would probably be a good thing. We need to build those kind of trays on wheels that we can just push them under there.
Well, that's the other thing we need to do is this house we've got to redo all the windows in the old section, and somehow we've got to insulate the floor.
Yeah.
Don't know how, but hopefully I can find somebody I can pay to crawl under there and put insulation up into there.
I think that's what would I'd say that we have like 2 things, right? As we move closer towards self-sufficiency, being able to feed ourselves, be able to live off the property, And then also there is comfort of life that we're also working on, right? And so what are things that's now after 2 years that are like, okay, more comfort would be nice along this line. And I think just warmth and heat and not having to wake up for the boilers.
Yeah, we've got to get both houses so that they
Better insulated.
so that they stay warmer, easier. For one thing, is it's very likely at this point next year, you and I will be living in an RV, and your mother will be here. So, because she's getting to the point where she's going to need to be somewhere, and we've kind of talked about that it would probably be better for you and I to get an RV and to put it here. That way we can run away whenever we wanted to. But put an RV here, which means this house needs to be. It doesn't need somebody here like me to fix things all the time. It needs to be.
Yeah.
It needs to stay warm and stay comfortable, and everything needs to work. The pipes don't need to freeze when it gets really cold and stuff like that. And then your house, y'all are talking about some major changes in your house too.
Because originally it was built as like a clubhouse meet greet for a crew for a large group of people.
Right.
And that's not really what it's turning into. It's turning into more of just a home. So the main floor layout is just this big open thing that you don't really know what to do with. So lots of, and who knows when it might happen, but plans to be able to move the kitchen and move things around and take some walls down and put some walls up and commingle and bobble and all kinds of fun stuff to make it happen. But I think that's fun, and that'll just take time. That's not something that needs to happen next year, because this goes more into what needs to happen for survival and what would be nice to be able to have, right? And I think those are having heat throughout the house, because we sleep on the third floor.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's consistently about 45, 50 degrees up there.
Woo!
So it's, we have a nice heated blanket. We sleep with like 3 layers plus a heated blanket. And that's normally pretty good. We sleep with it on 2 or 3 most of the time.
Do all night.
You guys are like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
They didn't have electric blankets.
No, but they'd have like quilts stacked under there and their fire going, and it was pretty chilly in there.
Yeah.
All that wind coming through the chinks in the wall.
Yeah, they ran piping up there, but they never finished it, and we never got around to
For the radiation.
figuring it out how to do the radiation, which means more heat load on the boiler.
Right.
So, but yeah, so those are some of the things, and then of course all the things that we don't know are going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
Well, you still got the cisterns up there.
Yeah, the
to
reservoirs.
fill, and what are we doing with the cabin? And I would definitely like to get more into making like soaps and shampoos and stuff like that with the goat milk.
Yeah. Because we're about to have a bunch of dairy milk.
Yeah.
Lots of milk that are going to be coming our way too.
Yep. And it depends. I guess it depends too with the goats if they have male or females, right? I mean, I can see keeping some of the females, but maybe not. Keeping the bucks.
Well, we just do like we did with the boys. If I can get the goats to do what I really wanted them to do, which is clear brush,
Yeah.
I don't mind having wethers. If they feed themselves, we don't have to feed them so much if you put them out in the woods.
We don't need to feed them so much now. They're piggies. They're fat.
Fat.
They're fat goats.
Yeah. And they eat in the grass. They're eating out there all day long. So
When
it's
you
not
see
like
them
they
run,
need
they just...
Yeah.
I know. Got to figure out how to separate the boys because I
Yep.
know the 2 girls they need some grain and the pregos.
Yeah. The guys, but if I can get them out into the woods so they eat the brush and the briars and stuff like that, I don't mind having wethers around. But wether being a neutered goat, if you didn't know what that was.
We're quite proficient in the weathering of goats now.
Yes, we are. We banded 2 goats, so we know how to do it
Successfully.
Successfully.
What else have we got going on?
Just biddling.
Well, in the
Just
orchard too.
Work in progress. Just
Yeah, we
Right,
have,
but
we
we
have a
gotta
procurement- we
fix
have a-
the fences and we gotta actually electrify the top of that to keep the deer out of it, or it's never going to be a work in progress. It's going to be a nub in progress.
Yeah, pretty much.
Still lots of stuff to do. So, I don't really think in terms of goals because I just go out there and do what I'm told to do kind of by the universe every day. I try to maintain and keep going, keep things running and try to fix things as they break and then try to fix new things, fix old things that we buy so we can use them.
Yeah. I think because if you think too much about all the things that you should be doing, you can get overwhelmed very easily.
Very easily, especially out here.
Oh my gosh, there's so many things that need to be done, all of this, and then...
Yeah.
Plus, you got you're the business guy, you're the money guy, so you got all your stuff, and you got tons of stuff going on. Always trying to figure out
work, employees, business, meetings, filming, all of the stuff that goes into that.
Yep.
So
that's what we do. We get her done.
We piddle.
we piddle a little.
Piddling.
Yeah.
We just piddling.
Piddling. We got to make a fence.
Yes, we do.
Big fence, yeah.
No,
Entryway.
what's it called?
A picket fence.
Picket fence.
That's what you're talking about. Yeah, picket
I'm
fence.
going to show Shelly's going to learn
fence.
how to be a carpenter because we're going to teach her how to make the pickets.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because that's
make a
another
picket
thing.
fence.
I want to get some more herbs going, especially for like medicinal herbs.
Mm-hmm.
So we have those, but I've got to keep the chickens out of my
Yes.
my herbs and my
Yes.
flowers.
I need to build a better fence around the front of my house as well.
Yeah.
Shelly make pickets for you.
Nice.
I got lots of
I'll be a
pickets.
picket fool, a piddling picket fool.
Oh, that's the other thing. I still got to oil all the barn, outside of the barn. That's never got
Oh, and we got to
finished.
finish the house too. That's another thing. I want to get the trim done in the house. We need to replace the windows that we haven't replaced yet. 'Cause They just let in a lot of cold. They're not
We need to
insulated.
quit talking, all right? I'm
I know.
kidding.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And if we don't, then we don't. And if we do, we do. And if we do something else, we'll do something else. And that's for sure. For sure.
For sure.
So we appreciate y'all watching. Hang out with us. Hit the buttons. Tell everybody else.